have to awkwardly jump in like this because I took down my station because I'm about to start editing. But I'd like to point out that all of these looks, or each look was, what? Okay. The first 2 looks were done on one day, and then the last 2 looks were done on another day. So these were filmed on 2 different days. So that's why the lighting and stuff is a little different. Yeah, that's what I have to say. And also, these are 4 festival looks that you can do for any type of festival because festival season is coming up. And just because Coachella is over does not mean that you can't have fun with festival looks. There's EDC, there's Electric Forest, there's Soundset, there's a bunch of different festivals other than Coachella going on. So you can use any of these looks at these different festivals. And yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoy these looks. If you want to get them, please keep on watching. I don't really know what that was. In today's news... Okay, now that I think I'm freaking situated, we can start this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be the first festival look that we are doing. And I'm going to start off with the hair because this one's not really that complicated, but it's a little complicated. If you don't know how to Dutch braid, I will link so many links to how to Dutch braid your hair. That's basically what we're going to do, is just take the top half and split it in 2 and Dutch braid both of those pieces of hair. So first you're going to clearly section off into 2 parts and then do one side as a Dutch braid. Basically a Dutch braid is just a French braid, but you braid under instead of over. So I am going to speed up this process only because it is kind of self-explanatory. And then once you have it done, you're just gonna loosen up the braid just so that it has a little bit more volume, and voila. So now on to the second one. And then once those are done and loosened up to your liking, you are going to be doing a little bit of teasing towards your head just because this has a little bit of a boho-ish look to it. And yeah, so now we are going to be moving on to the makeup. I first primed my face with the Mercier's Hydrating Primer, of course. And then because it is me and it takes forever, my foundation and my eyebrow routine were the same, so I did it off camera. We are going to be going in with the Kylie Bronze Palette, the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, and the Carli Bybel palette from BH Cosmetics. That was a mouthful. First, we're going to be going into the color Latest in the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, and going to be working that into our crease for our transition color. And because I decided to test my look, I got right up on my eyeball for you guys. So the next color that we are going to be working into our crease is going to be Jasper from the Kylie Bronze palette. Yeah, just work that into your crease. And then the next color we are going to be working on our outer corner and our crease is called Tiger Eye from the Bronze palette as well. And then to darken up the crease as well, we are going to be going into the color Bronzeite, which is kind of a browny color. Yeah, it's a little darker than the both we first put on, but yeah. Then next, to prime our lid, we are going to be going into the Kylie Cream Shadow pot called Yellow Gold, I believe. Yes. So we'll just do that as a primer first, and then the color that I do take is going to be a gold shade in the Carli Bybel palette, like so. And then you will do a little more blending with the Tiger Eye. It's kind of a bronzy type color. And then you'll just blend, 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 blend. And then we are going to be lining our lash line as closely as we can just to make it appear that our lash line is thicker than it actually is. And then prep our lashes for falsies. And then we'll just move on to concealing and highlight, which my concealer is the NYX HD Concealer in CW03, and then setting the concealer with my Fiona Stiles setting powder. Next, for lashes, we are going to be going into a Eylure brand. Surprisingly, it is not the Nicole ones. They are these very, very wispy daytime ones by Nikki Filippi, I believe is how you say her last name. But yes, they are an amazing lash, like for everyday use. And then to torture myself, I'm going to be taking the Kylie liner in Snow and putting it in my waterline. And then going back into the bronze palette for the lower lash line, we're going in with Hematite, I believe is how you say it. And then hit your bottom lashes and then set your face. And then I am going to be contouring with the Kardashian Beauty Coco Cabana bronzer. Wow, it is a very, very big Kardashian makeup use in this very look. But yeah. And then next, for highlighting, we are going to be going into the Nicole Guerriero Nicole Glow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And the shade that I take after my initial shock from how amazing these highlighters are. Like, it is insane how amazing these highlighters are. Like, look at that. But the color I go in with is going to be the color 143. It's kind of this bronzy highlight for you. And then to keep it simple, we are using for our lips the L'Oreal lipstick in JLo's favorite nude, and then do a little more teasing. And then that is for the first look on these festival looks. So moving on to look number 2, we are going to be doing the makeup first because it is very, very, very simple. Routine is the same except for the concealing. I use the NYX HD concealer and a bit of the Shape Tape from Tarte. And then you'll blend it like normal with a beauty blender and then set it. And then we are just going to be doing a very simple wing for this. And the liner I use is going to be the Stila Felt Tip pen. And then just using our normal lashes today with the Benefit They're Real mascara. And now that the makeup look is done, we are going to be moving on to hair. Or just kidding, we are going to be highlighting some more. The next color I do take in the Nicole Glow palette is going to be Daydream, and this is a very peachy color for ya. So for this hair look, I take no credibility for this hair look, nor am I going to explain how to do it because it is done by Nicole, and I will link the video that this hairstyle she did in the description bar if you want to know exactly how to do it. I was struggling very, very big time while doing this hairstyle, only because my hair isn't long enough to do it as it used to be. Yeah, but I did manage to get it done. Like I said, I will have the actual tutorial that Nicole did in my description bar if you want to know how this is done, and that is look number 2. And moving on to look number 3, we're going to be starting off with the hair again, minus the hair extensions, because it's easy to do without it. So you're just going to put your hair down the middle, and it's going to be kind of like those space bun things, except it's going to be more of like a bohemian type of space bun, if that makes any sort of sense. So what you're going to do, just part your hair down the middle, roll up the side like that, and throw it into a messy bun on your head, like that. Very, very, very simple for this hair look. And then you're going to do the exact same on the other side. So then you'll just want to mess it up a little bit, exactly like that, and then we will move on to the makeup. Routine is the same, the primer is the same, foundation, so we're doing that off camera. Now that our little dance break is over, we're gonna go up on a close-up on my big eyeball again. And we are going to be going into the Anastasia Artist Palette, and we are going to be setting our eye with the butter shade in the palette. And then working into our crease, we are going to be using, let's see if I can find the color, Dusty Rose. In our crease, we're going to be using Dusty Rose, and then we are going to be, for our outer corner is going to be called Orange You Fancy, and then for the lid, it is called Fresh, and this is the exact look that I used for Soundset in 2015, and I just randomly did it and fell in love with it and decided that I wanted this look to be one of the looks featured in my festival looks. And then for the highlight on our brow bone in that same artist palette is going to be called Beigey. And then for our bottom lash line, we are going to be using the color Unicorn. And then quite a simple wing liner as well, again with the Stila felt tip pen. And thanks to Movie Magic, second eye is done. Then you'll want to just prep your lashes with some mascara for false C's, and we are going to be going back into those Nikki Felipe, that just sounds so weird. I want to say Felipe lashes. And then you'll contour with the Kardashian Coco Cabana bronzer. And the look is finished. All of these looks are very simple. It took time only because I was able to have time to do this. So this was one of my favorite looks only because I wore it one time for Soundset. And yeah. And we're on to look number 4. This is more of a very, very festival one if you want to use it for like Coachella, even though Coachella is over this weekend. But the palette we're going to be going into is the Huda Beauty. The Huda Beauty palette, and the first shade we are going to be working in our crease is going to be called Henna.
It makes you a whore.
Whoa. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called a burn. Now that is over. But like I said, the shade that we are going to be working into our crease is called Henna. And then the next shade that we are going to be working in our outer corner, I believe, I don't have it in front of me, but I will link it in the description bar. And for our lid, we are going to be going into the color Angelic. And only because it is so angelic, I had to get straight up into my eyes once again to show you the full effect. And then to make it more of a rose goldy color, I went into the color Fling. And then for a little bit of a halo effect, I went in with the color Moon Dust. And then for the darker shade, clearly in my outer corner, I did not say anything because I cannot remember the name, but like I said, it will be all linked in the description bar. And then we aren't going to be doing too dramatic of a wing liner, but it's going to be like a super, super half-wit liner. And then for the lashes, we are going in with, of course, my internet mom's lashes called So Fancy, I believe, or Casually Glamorous. I'm not quite sure, but it's her daytime lash. And then I am going to be going back, oh, it's called Bossy. Bossy is the color I go in with my crease and for my bottom lash line. Then you'll hit your bottom lashes, and voila. And then you'll contour, Coco Cabana bronzer. And then for a highlight today, once again, in the Anastasia highlight palette, we're going to be going in with the color Kitty Cat. That is another lighter pinky shade of a peach. And just look at how much you glow. So I wanted to be super, super glowy and just highlight all over. And then for lips, I went in with the Metal Lip matte lip from Kylie Cosmetics in the color King K. And because I'm stupid, thought I was getting it on camera, but I tried to get as many clips as I could in it. And for the hair, I want to do something else, but figured I had no battery life, so I decided to throw a little bit of a headband on there, and it went with the outfit. And that is look number 4, ladies and gentlemen, for our festival looks. So I will repeat all of the different looks that we had going on. Number 1 was our boho type 1, and this was a number 2 boho. These are all kind of boho-ish, I guess, but yeah, they're all fun, they're all super easy, and yeah, so festival season, you're ready to go. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to say, but I love you. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. My camera's about to die, so we have to end this right now.